Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're gonna be having a look at the solo from The Great War by Sabaton. Let's have a look at it. Alright guys, tuning for the song is going to be standard E tuning, so get yourself in tune and let's get started. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the first section. We're going to be starting off with this phrase. We're going to be starting off on 10 of the 4th, and then we're going to palm mute 10 on the 1st twice, 12 on the 4th, and then back to that 10 on the 5th, 13 on the 4th, and then back to that 10, so we have now 10 on the 3rd, then back to the 10 on the 5th, back to 13 on the 4th, and then 10 on the 5th. So alright, now after that we're gonna do 10, 12 on the 4th, and then palm mute, and then 13, and then palm mute. So to recap, keep in mind that I'm doing this on the 5th string. It's a little bit more convenient for me, even if there's kind of like some cramming of the fingers, or you could be barring instead if that's what you're gonna do. If both of those things are a problem to you, you could try playing this on with the palm muted root on the 4th string. However, this is more convenient for me, and it kind of connects with the next part a little bit more conveniently. Alright, so do what you wish, but these are the notes. Alright, so after the now we have, so this is kind of going to be a similar idea, but now we're going to be palm muting 11, and we're going to be starting off on 12 on the 4th, and then going to that 11 to palm mute twice, and now 13, and then palm mute, and now 15, and then palm mute. So alright, now after the 15 you're going to be hitting 11 twice for the palm mute, and then we have, that's just going to be a hammer on into a pull off, going 12, 13, 12 on the 4th, and then we'll hit 13 on the 5th with vibrato. So slowly. Together, slowly, and then up to speed. Alright, now we have this. So we're going to be doing on the 2nd string 15, 16, 15, and then 17 on the 4th, and then we'll do that again, so, and then a 3rd time. Now the 4th time we have, that's going to be 13, 15, 16, and then 18 all on the 2nd string. So now after we play 18, we're going to hit again with a full tone bend. And then we're going to hit it again with a bend and release, and then we'll play 16. So we're going to hit again now with no bend. And then we're going to do hammer on into a pull off, going 16, 18, 16, and then 15. And then we'll resolve on 15 of the 3rd. So alright, so to recap, Alright, now we have a sweep picking phrase. Here's how it's gonna go. Alright, so first up we're gonna be pulling off from 11 to 8 on the first. Now we're doing this minor bar shape, so we're gonna be doing 8 on the second, 8 on the third, then going back up. Then we do it again. Now at this point, when we reach 8 the second time, we're gonna go up to the inversion. We're gonna pull off from 15 to 11 now. 13 on the second, 12 on the third, and then we go back up. So at this point, we're gonna shift with our pinky to 11, because coming out of this, we're gonna have our index. We're gonna go to it with our pinky, pull off to 8. And then we're gonna go down the minor shape again, the barred one that we had earlier, down and then up. And now we're gonna pull off from 11 to 8 again, but now we're gonna go down on a major shape. So pull off from 11 to 8, 9 on the second, 8 on the third, and then back up. So the whole thing thus far. Now at this point, when we reach the 8th fret on the first string again, we're gonna pull off from 10 to 8 and then play 9 on the second, and then 11 to 8 and play 9 on the second as well. Alright, now we're gonna do a similar idea with the same major shape, pulling off 13 to 10 on the first, then we'll play 11 on the second, 10 on the third, and then go back up. Now at this point, we're gonna pull off from 11 to 10 and play 11 on the second, and then pull off from 13 to 10 and play 11 on the second. So it's kind of a similar idea to what we had over here. Alright, so once again, the entire sweeping part slowly and then up to speed. Alright, now we have this. Alright, so what we're doing here, we're going to be doing a hammer on into a pull off going 12 to 13 on the third. And then we're going to do a pinch harmonic on the 10th fret, going into a hammer on to a pull off going 12 and then back to 10. And now 8 to 10 back to 8. 7, 8 back to 7. And now we're going to do 5 on the third and then 5 on the fourth. And then 5 on the third going 7, 8. So now we're going to do 6, 8, 9 on the second. And we're going to do a pinch harmonic from 9 after we hit it the first time. We're going to hit it again with a pinch harmonic and slide to 11 and give it vibrato. And now to wrap up the section, that's a hammer off from 11, 13, 15, and then we're going to hit 13 with vibrato. So to recap, who's the sweep picking section? Alright guys, so that's the entirety of the first section. Let's have another look at it slowly with some taps. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the second section. We're going to be starting off like this. So we're going to be sliding into 12 of a second and vibratoing it. We're going to play 9 on the fourth and then 12 on the second again. Now we're going to play 9 on the fourth again, but this time we're going to slide to 10. 13 on the second. back to 10 on the 4th, sliding to 12. Now I'm gonna play 15 on the 2nd, 12 on the 4th, 15 on the 2nd, 12 on the 4th, and then we'll do a half tone bend on 15, and then we hit it again with vibrato. Let me show you how that goes. Alright, now we have this. So we're gonna be starting off kind of with a note leading into that run. It's gonna be 15 on the 2nd. Now keep in mind, when I'm doing the octaves after it, when I do the bend and the vibrato after it, I'm doing it with my ring finger. At this point, to do the leading note, I'm gonna play it with my middle finger, and then I slide with my pinky to the 20th fret on the 1st. So essentially, alright, now after that we're gonna play 19 and then 16. And then we're gonna do 20, 18, 16 on the 2nd. And then 19, 17, 16 on the 3rd. And then we have 18, 17, 15, 18, 17, 15 on the 4th and the 5th as well. And you wanna resolve this on the 14th fret of the 5th. Alright, now we have this. So we're going to do a hammer on to a pull-off going 14, 15, 14. This is all going to be on the 5th string. And then we're going to play 11, 14, 10, 11, 8, 10, and with vibrato on 10 to resolve. Alright, now we have this tapping phrase. So it's going to be on the 2nd string. We're going to be dealing with groups of 4 here. We're going to start off tapping 13, pulling off 9, 8, and then hammering back to 9. And that's pretty much the idea here. This is the kind of pattern we're going to be dealing with. The left hand isn't going to change. The right hand is though. We're going to do this twice on the 13th fret. Now twice on the 12th. Twice on the 16th. Now the last one is actually going to be a little bit different. We're going to do 13, 9, 8, and that's going to be pretty much it. You want to kind of slide upward after that. So the whole thing would be again. Alright, now we're going to take this up an octave. So we're going to be doing 20, 16, 15. With the same idea, and we're going to do this twice. Now 19. 22. And then 20. Alright, now after this, we're kind of going to pick up the pace. Now what we have is slowly something like this. So we're going to be pulling off from 20 to 16 to 15, and then we'll hammer back to 16 and pull off to 15, and we'll do that again. So, and then with 19. Alright, now after that we have this phrase. Alright, so we're going to be tapping 20, pulling off from 16 to 13 after that. And then we're going to do 21 on the 2nd as a tap, pulling off 18, 15. And then we're going to do 19, pulling off to 16, 13 on the 1st. And then finally 18 on the 2nd, pulling off to 15, 12. So, alright, now after that we're going to have this. So we are going to be hitting 15 with vibrato at first. And then we're going to do 15, 16, 15, 13. So So we have same thing on the second. On the third, we're gonna do 16, 13, 12. On the fourth, we're gonna do 15, 13, 12. Now 15 on the fifth, and then vibrato on 14. Now we're going back into kind of a natural minor thing. We're going to do 12, 13, 15 on the fourth and the third. And then on the second, we're going to do 13, 15, 16. And the same thing on the first. We're going to bend 18 up a full tone. We're going to slightly release it at the end of the measure. And then we bend it back up with vibrato. So we have... And that's pretty much it, guys. Let's have another look at it slowly with some tabs. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this lesson for the solo from The Great War by Sabaton. Be sure to check out our Patreon page in the description below. You can support us to keep making these solo and riff lessons, and you can get some extra benefits. If you have a request, whether it's a solo lesson or riff lesson, then leave it in the comments below. Other than that guys, happy shredding.